So select up, select down, pump, pump. That's about takeoff position, pump, and stop. And you can see the flaps are all the way down, and then select up and slowly retract. Okay, here's what a flat pump looks like. This is the intake from the hydraulic reservoir. This is the output to the flap actuator, which is backed by the flaps themselves. This is what a flap actuator cylinder looks like. This selector is connected through a cable to this switch, and this rod is connected to this pump handle. There are check valves in between here. When the rod goes in and out, the fluid comes in here from the main reservoir, gets pumped back through a check valve, and then goes out to the flap actuator through this.
When the selector is set to flaps up, fluid is allowed to bleed from the actuator at a measured rate back to the reservoir. Here's a schematic of the flap pump. There are one-way valves, check valves, where the fluid lines enter the cylinder. There's also a line that connects the input and output lines. That line has a closed valve because the switch is selected flaps down. When you lift the flap handle up, the piston moves to the right, drawing hydraulic fluid into the cylinder from the reservoir. When you push the flap handle lever down, the piston is drawn to the left, pushing that fluid to the actuator, extending it and thus the flaps. When you select flaps up, the selector opens the valve in the bleed line. Spring pressure and air pressure forces fluid from the actuator through the bleed line back to the reservoir.
So I can pump the flaps down and then they bleed back up because this switch is in the upper position. If you move the flap control down, then there's no bleed. And so when you pump, the flaps go down, 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 and then it locks because that's flaps all the way down. You can see the indicator there. So select down, pump, pump. That's about 2 pumps is about takeoff position. And then release. This switch on the pump is very light. I mean, it's like flipping a light switch. There is almost no resistance. Without a ton of effort, I can flip it almost instantaneously. If it's
slow to move, that's something you need to have a mechanic look at.
Under the co-pilot's panel, I'm going to go under here, right there. You can see that cable sheath, that spiral grooved thing. That is the cable. That spiral sheath
goes through the nose gear well down into the belly.
The other end of that inner cable connects to this switch. And if,
as in my airplane before we fixed it,
somebody at some point decided, ooh, that cable is sliding badly, I'm going to put WD-40 on it. It probably freed it up a little bit, and then as grit accumulated and dirt and stuff over time, it got really, 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 really sticky. Mine was that way. My mechanic tore it all out, replaced it, put proper silicone lubricant on it, and now mine operates exactly right.
I hope you liked that video. Please click like and subscribe. Please check out my other videos. Learn about the systems of your vehicles and never stop figuring stuff out.
Camera tripod, car, there's the flap pump, doors are open, there's the inner flap cam.